Dozens of people living outside of Airway Heights say the closure of a wooden bridge is more than just an inconvenience. It's a threat to their safety. Spokane County engineers found this bridge on Euclid to be unsafe for traffic a few months ago. Officials aren't sure when it will get replaced because the county doesn't own it. And new on Nightside, Kyle Simchuck was at tonight's town hall where neighbors put pressure on county commissioners. Kyle.
Well, people living on the other side now have to take a 3-mile detour on a gravel road. Most of it is washboarded. Commissioners say Burlington Northern Railroad Company is responsible for rebuilding the bridge. They just don't know how soon that'll happen. For some people living on the other side of this bridge on West Euclid, it's easier to park and walk. This woman has cars on both sides.
Some people park and walk across or drop a car or a bike on the other side. And
Sam Fleming's driveway is only a few hundred feet away.
Everybody around here is frustrated with the lack of communication, frustrated with the lack of accountability.
This June, county engineers found 2 critical failures in the wooden bridge, which was rebuilt in 1980. It's been closed, and neighbors have been forced to take a 3-mile detour, which can take up to 15 minutes on this washboarded gravel road.
They graded the road for improvement a couple weeks back. I was actually out of town overnight, and by the time I came back the following day, the road was completely washboarded.
The bridge is owned by Burlington Northern Railroad Company, and it's up to them to rebuild.
Yes, I'm angry because I don't think the work is being done by you guys to push the people that are going to pay for this to get it done fast enough.
At tonight's town hall meeting, neighbors had their chance to vent. Many asked county commissioners to put more pressure on Burlington Northern.
What we have out there now is not acceptable. It's not acceptable from our standards. It's not acceptable from yours. So we're on the same page. We get it.
Commissioner Al French says he's been in contact with the company. They hired an analyst and should have more answers by the end of the month. Planning and construction could take at least a year. One woman says a family member suffered a stroke and had to be airlifted because an ambulance got lost on the detour.
Hopefully we can get some level of support from our local officials and get it resolved.
And the county is looking at plans to add more gravel along the detour route, which could cost more than $130,000. Commissioners plan to ask Burlington Northern to chip in. Neighbors along the road say it gets washed out and turns to mud in the spring. We'll continue to follow this story.
Thank you, Kyle.